So imagine you're a giant, an undisputed king in your own world. Then, all of a sudden, the very ground beneath you starts to shift. Well, that's pretty much the challenge Oracle faced. Today, we're digging into a really pivotal moment in modern database history, the story of how this legacy titan responded to the cloud revolution by, building its dashboards in the sky with Oracle Analytics Cloud.
And this was the question for so many big, established tech companies at the time. You see, there was this massive migration happening, with everyone moving to the cloud. For a business like Oracle, whose entire model was built on selling physical, on-premise software and hardware, this wasn't just some new trend. No, this was an existential threat.
And here's the heart of the problem, right? The whole idea of cloud computing was making the old way of doing things obsolete. Buying, installing, and maintaining all this complex software on your own servers in your own building. The entire world of data was moving skyward, and Oracle knew it had to learn how to fly, and fast.
This really just captures the shift perfectly. On one side, you've got the old on-premise world. Think about Oracle's own classic tool, OBIE. We're talking huge upfront costs, tangled wires in a server room, and these long, complicated projects just to get anything running. And on the other side, the cloud. Flexible, scalable, you can access it from anywhere, and you pay for it as you go. It was a completely different ballgame. So, faced with this massive disruption, Oracle just couldn't stand still. Which brings us to their big strategic response. Really, the next chapter in their very long history as a leader in databases and enterprise software. And their answer was this: Oracle Analytics Cloud, or OAC for short. Now, it was positioned as the cloud-native successor to their old tools. And that's a super important point. This wasn't just about taking an old product and sticking it on a new server. It was a fundamental rethinking of their analytics platform as a single unified software as a service, or SaaS platform.
And let me tell you, this was not some side project. OAC was placed right at the heart of Oracle's entire cloud strategy. It became the flagship analytics service for their whole ecosystem, which they call Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This just goes to show how seriously they were taking this move to the cloud. Okay, so what exactly made OAC a modern platform? Well, it was absolutely critical that this was more than just a lift and shift. That idea of just moving old technology to the cloud without changing it. Oracle knew they had to build a completely new analytics toolkit for a whole new era of data. And they baked in a ton of modern capabilities. We're talking about self-service tools that let regular business users build their own dashboards without having to wait for the IT department. They built in AI and machine learning for predictive insights. And, crucially, it had a hybrid model, which meant it could connect to data both in the cloud and on those old on-premise systems. It was designed for how businesses actually work today.
This all came together in a really powerful workflow for the user. It's just a logical, empowering journey. First, you connect to your data, no matter where it lives. Then, use integrated tools to prepare it and clean it up. From there, you get to explore it with those self-service dashboards. And finally, you can use the built-in AI to predict what might happen next. It's the whole cycle, from raw data all the way to forward-looking insight.
But the story didn't just stop at launch. You see, a huge part of the cloud era is this idea of rapid, continuous evolution, and OAC was no different. It very quickly grew from just a basic cloud tool into a genuine AI powerhouse. And you can really see that journey unfold over just a few years. It launched in 2017, and the initial focus was just getting the core BI stuff into the cloud, but look how quickly that changed. By 2018, they were already adding advanced AI and natural language queries. Then, from 2021 on, the focus shifted to really deep integration with their other big services, like the Oracle Autonomous Database. It was a very clear, very strategic progression. Okay, so that's the what and the how. But what about the so what, right? What was the actual impact of this whole strategy? How did it end up reshaping Oracle's story in the modern cloud landscape?
Well, the impact was pretty significant. First and foremost, OAC gave Oracle a credible modern cloud analytics story to tell. For their customers, it made deployment way simpler compared to the old, complex world of OBIE. And critically, it brought powerful AI tools to Oracle's massive base of enterprise customers, making sure that they, and Oracle, kept pace with the whole analytics revolution.
And this, right here, is probably the most telling piece of evidence. Look at the other names in this group: Tableau, Power BI, Looker. These are the modern cloud-native giants that pretty much define the business intelligence world today. The fact that OAC can even be in this comparison proves that Oracle successfully got back into a conversation it was seriously at risk of being left out of. They were back in the game.
When you really boil it all down, it comes back to this one simple idea. It wasn't just a step for them. It was a leap, a necessary, decisive jump into the new world of cloud business intelligence.
So here's the key takeaway. OAC essentially became the vehicle that carried Oracle's deep, long-standing legacy in data and analytics right into the modern SaaS era. By blending that familiar world of dashboards with the new frontiers of AI and self-service, Oracle managed to navigate that treacherous shift from the ground to the clouds. It's a pretty powerful case study in how even the biggest giants can learn to fly, when the only other option is to fall.